Hey, welcome to FailCraft Casts. I'm Hammy, and we are going to be taking a 2-minute look into a Goblins vs Gnomes legendary Ramp Druid deck that has hit a legend as of a couple of days ago. Thank you to Riximus over on Hearthstone for this one. There's a 2-minute summary if you want to see this card by card explained and played in a couple of games in action. Take a look at the video that we'll link at the end of this. So without further ado, let's jump on in, and our 2-minute summary is going to start now. So this Goblins vs Druid ramp deck. Druid ramp decks have always tried to survive in the early game using control cards such as your Wrath and others. You've got Swipe, Keeper of the Grove. If you can use Innovate and use your Wild Growths, you basically get ahead in terms of mana, in terms of energy, whatever you want to call it. I can cast bigger minions earlier in the game with Innovate, and Wild Growths will get me a little ahead. If I can get into my mid-game using those cards early, if I can play a 4-mana card on turn 2, or even better, I can get access to all of the big mid-game Druid minions. Piloted Shredders do a 2-for-1. When they die, they summon a random 2-mana cost minion. Good for trading. Druids of the Claw stabilise the mid-game, be it tanking or charging. Lurter prevents your opponent's spells pretty much for a go, which is excellent. Sludge Belchers as tanks and taunts will take some of the pressure off you, and you're looking for a Force of Nature, Savage Druidly combo, pretty familiar for most Druids. You throw down 3 2/2 Treants, and then you buff all of your characters by 2, so those 3 Treants go from 6 attack to 12 attack, plus your Druid's attack as well gives you 16 damage if you can Force of Nature, Savage Roar, and there's nothing in your way. That's a 16 damage combination for 9 mana to try and finish your opponent. Sylvanas can swing tempo in your way if you need to get rid of big minions or steal big minions from your opponent. The Lore Ancients can be used most likely for restoring health, but you can draw 2 cards if you're ahead. The Ancient of War I've swapped in. You would generally take the legendary Cenarius, and Cenarius of course can summon the 2/2 tanking Treants to back you up. Dr. Boom is a nice legendary from Goblins vs Gnomes. He swings tempo. The 2 Boom bots can do from 1 to 4 damage, and then finally as a finisher you have Ragnaros, hopefully when you're set up and ahead behind all of these big minions. So a simple deck in theory. Keep the deck game under control, keep the table under control in the early to mid game, and then hopefully you should be ahead by the early to mid game. When you hit the late game, you should be able to pull all of these cards out, and you should be able to finish the game relatively quickly. Challenges a Ramp Druid has: survive in the early game. If you're playing against rushing aggressive decks, you need to mulligan hard and swap, hoping you're going to get Wrath, Swipe, and other cards that will help you control the table. So that's our 2-minute deck summary of this deck. If you're live, don't go away. We're going to play a couple of games on the ladder and show you it in action. If you're watching on YouTube, take a look at the link in the bottom left here. You'll see us link to this deck, see it in action. If you want to take a look on the right here, then you can subscribe for more videos. So don't forget to check us out at twitter.com/FailCraftCasts, youtube.com/FailCraftCasts, or twitch.tv/FailCraftCast. We go Monday through Friday live on that schedule on the bottom left. Thanks very much for tuning in. If you're live, don't go away. If you're on YouTube, hopefully see you soon. Please like, rate, comment, let me know what you think.